Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub. So today we're going to learn how to design 3 different types of senator pocket that are very simple and easy to design. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button below and turn your notification bell on the right. So without wasting time, let's go into pocket number 1. Thank you. So without wasting time, I've already cut my pocket size. My pocket that I've cut is 5 inches long by 4.5 wide. So the next thing we're going to do will be to gum our pocket to the fabric. But also this I'm going to use for the design. This is just 1 inch wide. This one is by 2.5 inch long. This one is just about 1.5 inch long, 1.5 inch long, and still 1 inch wide, right? So the next thing you can see, this I've cut this to be about 13 inches long, 16 inches long. It's also just 1 inch wide, alright? So the next thing I'm going to do is to gum our interfacing. This is a color gum. This our interfacing is color gum I'm using. So we'll gum it first to our fabric before we proceed, alright? So we need to identify the center. So we need to identify the center of this pocket, alright? And we can do that by folding this into 2, alright? So that we can identify the center. So just a little mark, alright? So that you can identify the center. That's also is the center of our pocket. Alright. Not much. So this is the center of our pocket, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is to, this 1 inch we have here, we will still fold it like now. You can decide to use a little gum, hemming gum inside, alright? That's actually a choice, but it's good anyway, so that the pocket doesn't open. So using hemming gum, this is my hemming gum. We are applying hemming gum inside. You can see this. So the next thing now is for us to head on to the machine, to the sewing machine, and we will stitch our pockets. Alright. Alright. So to stitch this pocket, first of all, we're going to use this. Remember the side I trimmed and it's running a little. We're going to keep it at the center to face up this way. Alright, to face up this way, and I'm marking it at just about 1 inch. Alright, 1 inch. I'm keeping it 1 inch. I'm keeping it 1 inch. Alright, from the end of the pocket, 1 inch. All right, so I'm going to stitch it carefully. So when we are done with this stitch, the next thing we are going to do is now to fold it downwards like this. Alright, but watch first. We are going to answer this. I'm going to keep it here. Alright, I'm going to keep it here. Just check the center of it. Alright, we're going to keep it here. Alright, and we'll run a little stitch on it, just a little. So we can see that the rough side, alright, the rough side of this is facing up, alright. So I'm going to now fold this like this and make a stitch on it. Just watch how I am going to stitch this. So the next thing I'm going to do, you see, I'm going to fold this like this, and we see that, fold it this way, also fold this way, and you see that our pocket is already forming, alright. But before then, I'm going to use this here, alright. The next thing for us to do is to stitch the up part, alright. This up part, okay. So watch, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. See my tape? I want it to have a space here of 1 inch. So I'm going to keep this like this to cross the 1 inch by a quarter. Alright. Now see this. Mind you, see where our 1 inch is starting from here. From here. So I'm keeping it to cross this 1 inch by just a quarter. Alright, you can see we're having 1/4. Alright, so I'm going to stitch it there. So I've made the stitch. Look at the stitch. So the next I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this here, alright, like this, okay, and turn it this way. You see, let me do it again. So next I'm going to bring this, turn this like this, and you see this, and then I will still turn it this way. I will see that such that I'm having it like this. Can we see? So it is that simple. Alright. So I'm going to run a stitch here. I'm just going to run a stitch here that will hold it in place. See, so I'm going to cut this excess. You see that? Cut it off. And we see our pocket is already forming. So the same thing, I'll bring this one this way. You see this? Bring it this way. Then I will also turn it this way. Hope you can see what I'm doing clearly. Alright. So I'm still going to run a stitch here, just a little stitch. Alright. Also, I will trim off this excess of see. So the next thing I'm going to bring this way. Is what's happening here. Just like this. So I'm going to turn it this way. See that? It's as simple as A, B, C, D. Alright. So I'm going to run a stitch here. Watch carefully. Spin a stitch here. See this? Hope you can see it clearly. So first of all, we're going to press it. Let's use this same piece of cloth and press it. Alright, so this is our pocket coming right here. So the next thing is for us to, before we'll come to the buttons. I'm coming to the buttons, okay? But before I come to the buttons, let's hem the sides, alright? So if you check in the description below, I drop a link to my WhatsApp group. Please click on the link and join my WhatsApp group so that whenever I drop my videos, you will be the first to be notified. Thanks so much for joining. Thank you. Alright, so we just have to put one button here, and our pocket is set. Alright, so if you enjoy watching this video, I'd like you to hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so that whenever I drop my videos, you will be the first to be notified. So for pocket number 2, that's the pocket you are seeing right there. Yes, it's a pocket without thread. Alright, so we're going to design this pocket. The wideness of this fabric we'll be using is 6.5, and for the length of the fabric, we're going to be using a length of let's use 8 inches. Okay, just make it 8 inches is fine. All right, so this one is a pocket without thread, no stitch on it. Thank you. Wideness of 6.5. Without wasting time, let's apply this paper gum to it. Alright, so as to make the material a bit strong. You can use suit gum, any other gum of your choice, but this is fine. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so that whenever I drop interesting videos like this, you will be notified. Yeah, thanks for subscribing. So trust me, this is very simple, very simple. In few minutes time, we are done. So I'm going to trim this off. Alright, I'm going to trim this off. And then we will fold our pocket into the shape we desire. So the length of our pocket, let's make it 6.5. So 6.5. I'm leaving ½ inch down here for the seam allowance. So we'll hem it up here. That's the top of the pocket opening. So we're going to use our hemming gum to hem it properly. So this is my hemming gun right here. As you can see, this is my hemming gun. I'm going to use it to hem the pocket opening there. Yeah. So I want my pockets to be curved down, right? So I'm going to fold it now into two and shape it the way I want it to be. All right, this is very simple, guys, very simple. I saw this and I thought someone might like it. That's why I decided to do the video, so that if you like it, you can try it out. And on suit, there are some suits that you don't, they have this kind of pockets. Some safari suits, some suits like that, you see them with patch pockets. There's no trade on it. Trust me, this is how it's done. So if you like what you're seeing already, please subscribe so that you always see my videos. So this is a bias I'm going to use to stitch it by the side. I'll use the bias to turn the edges of the pocket in. All right, so look at how I folded it before I'll start stitching. So I don't want the bias to appear rough mistakenly outside when I'm done stitching. So I'm going to fold this so that I will be a bit fast. I don't want to waste time. It's very simple and it's straight up. So I'm sewing just a 1/4 inch allowance, as you can see, just a 1/4 inch allowance. The allowance is not much at all, just a 1/4 inch. I'll still, you see, 1/2 inch there. Same thing we did the other side. As you can see, we are done stitching our pocket. The next thing for us to do is to turn this bias to the other side, but we're going to notch it so that it will be flat when we turn it, so that it will actually look flat the way we desire. So this as well, I'm going to fast forward this so that we don't waste time. All right, it's very simple. You can see it's looking fine already. I'm going to use iron to turn it properly, so I'll fast forward it. It's not difficult at all. Just watch me out. So like I said before, there's a link in my description. Click that link and you will join my WhatsApp group, so that whenever I drop my videos, you'll be the first to be notified. Thanks for joining. Thank you. I'm going to trim the excess allowance off. I don't need it much. Just a little allowance is fine. Alright. So guys, this is the fabric we'll be using to stitch our pocket on it. Alright. So it's this simple. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. Please. You can see how neatly our pocket is looking already. So look at this gum here. I'm going to divide it into just tiny pieces, all right, so as to hold the pocket together, to hem it together with the fabric, such that when I go to the machine to stitch it, it won't be moving. Okay, so I'll use my iron to gum this pocket to the fabric. If you like what you're seeing, guys, if you're enjoying the video already, you can see the gum shouldn't touch the main body of the dress. That's what I'm showing there, so that you can be, it won't cover the pocket. Quite simple, right? So you can see the next thing for us to do now is not to waste time. Quickly we'll go to the machine and we'll stitch our pockets. So we're going to stitch this pocket inside, okay, inside, round, inside. Okay, but first we're going to make a basting stitch. This basting stitch we're making round is to just hold the fabric together, so that when we are making the permanent stitch, we will get it accurately. So this basting stitch is just a very loose stitch that I'm going to lose after, but just to make it round the fabric on top of the pocket at close to the edge of the pocket, so as to guide me on how to make the permanent stitch. It's very simple, guys. Just stay with me. So there we go. our basting stitch. We are done making our basting stitch. The next thing we need to do is to now concentrate and get the permanent stitch. Now this is where you need to be very careful, okay, because if you're not careful you might mistakenly squeeze the fabric and stitch in the wrong place. So just watch closely what I'm going to do, how I'm going to stitch it. You see, I'm folding that bias a little in so that it don't mistakenly show outside when I'm done stitching my pocket. So I'll take my time to do this so that you observe very well. Look at the way I'm stitching it. I'm stitching close to the edge of the pocket, but not on top of it. Just watch. Guys, I hope you can see this clearly. You see, I'm ensuring that the fabric is not squeezed under. Alright, to make sure that it's not squeezed under. Very important, please. I'm actually not fast forwarding here because I want you guys to see very well what I am doing. If I fast forward here, you might not get it. That's why I didn't fast forward, so that you can very well understand and see what I'm doing. It's quite simple, guys. Trust me, it's very simple. And guys, for those of you that want to know how to make suit, I dropped a video on how to make a suit. If you're interested, you can check it out. It's right here in my channel. How to make a suit, very simple. So at the edge, you can see at the edge I'm still going to do this just like the other side. So we're done. So the next thing for us to do now is to remove this basting stitch here. Carefully lose the basting stitch, okay? And once you're done losing the basting stitch, we'll just go over to the table, press this pocket, and we'll see what we have. Alright, it's actually very simple. So like I said, guys, I dropped 2 videos on how to stitch, how to cut a suit. Alright, so if you can check in my channel, you'll see those videos. How to cut a suit is very simple and it's straightforward. So you see, guys, see our pocket right here. Very fine. If you like what you're seeing, guys, please hit the subscribe button. No thread on this pocket, no thread on it. You can see thread is inside, but outside no thread. Okay, guys, if you love this video, please show me love. Smash the like button, share this video, hit the subscribe button, and turn your notification bell on so that whenever I drop my videos, you will actually be the first to be notified, guys. Thanks so much. Thank you. Much love, much love, much love. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate. Thank you. So for this chest patched pocket, I want us to design. These are the materials we're going to be using. I've already gummed this interfacing on this black fabric. I'll be using with this. This is color gum. Yeah, we're going to use it to give our pockets a very fine shape. I've already shaped the pockets the size I want the pocket to be. This is a wideness of 1/2 by a height of 5 inches. All right, and this is my gum. I'm going to be using it. So without wasting time, let's hit into the video. All right, so I'm going to first of all gum the middle part of my pocket. You see, I folded to get a middle part. All right, so I'm going to gum this to the middle part. Just watch. gonna gum it to the middle part. So after gumming it to the middle part, I still need to see my middle line because I'll need it. So I'm still going to press it so as to get the middle line back. Please, if you are watching and you're here to subscribe to my channel, I will really appreciate if you will subscribe. It will help my channel to gain more recognition and to grow more, right? So I've gotten the center point of my pocket back. See this? So the next thing I'm going to do now is to divide this fabric into two. So I'm going to press it this way. Before I divide, I'm going to press it this way. All right. Yeah. So that's step one. Next, sorry, let's get it correctly. All right. So the next, I'm still going to fold it again. All right. Mind you, this fabric is bigger than this pocket. All right. It's way bigger. Okay, you can see it's way bigger. All right. So I'm going to fold it again for the second time and press it. All right. So what we need is, mind you, I folded like this first time, folded like this the second time. Okay. Now I'm going to measure like half an inch from here. Can you see that? I've made half an inch, a mark here, half an inch. So I'm going to join this mark to this point here, to here. So just watch. All right. So I've done that. I believe you can see it. All right. So now I am going to cut this off from here, the two parts together. But I want it to be a bit curved here. I don't want it to be pointed here. So I'm going to cut in a way that it will be a bit curved there. See? I'm going to cut it down one too. Right. So I'm finished cutting them. So I'm going to open. And when I open, I will simply open this. All right. So the next thing we need to do is to hem this, fold by half an inch. All right. Fold it by half an inch and press it carefully. So my hemming gum, I've already divided it. All right. I'm still going to divide it a little, not much, so that you won't see it actually from here. Yeah, but if you have it, you can divide it. I don't want it to be very big so that it will give me what I want. So I'm going to put it inside here to aid this very part to hem very well. Okay, so I'm going to put it here and I'll press it just for it to hem very well. That's all. That's all. Done with that, I'll do same thing with this second part here. See, right, so I have it right here. I'm still going to put my gum there, but this is already looking flat, so I might not put in all places, just wait a little. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is to, actually I am using, you can use any other colors you want. You can use black and white, you can use black and red, you can use any colors you want at all. So you can use any color at all that you want, all right? So for this, I choose to use this. For this very pocket, I choose to use this colors because this is what I want to get. Okay. So next thing, this center line here is what will guide us on where to place these other parts that we have ironed. Looking a bit too sharp. All right. So I'm going to place this now to come close to the center line, but not exactly. Giving space a bit too. I'm just going to keep this as well to come close, but give space a little. All right. And this is where our gum now comes into play. We'll now use our hemming gum. All right. First of all, we need a much gum to hold it for us first. All right. So I'm going to cut a reasonable size of gum, keep it by the side for it to hold it in place. All right. So same thing this side. So after, it depends on actually how wide you want the space to be, but it's not good for it to be too wide. So let the space be just a little, and ensure that the gap here is the same thing with the gap here. So we're using a gap of 1 inch. So we have 1 inch here. So here set to have 1 inch. So I think that's okay. So we'll apply water and press this. So I'm going to keep the iron at the center, all right, so that we'll be sure that nothing is distorted, doesn't shake and scatter the whole shape. All right, so this is it. So after you pressed it well, at this point we need to press it very well. So I'll still open this other side and we'll press it, because we need the gum to gum very well to the fabric. We need our color gum to gum very, very well to the fabric. All right, so we're going to gum it very well. Okay, so when you have gum it, the next thing we are going to do is to go over to the machine and sew the edges of this black, the edges, so that it doesn't open. Okay, it can mistakenly open. The gum might fade with time, so you need to sew it so that it will not fade easily. If you are enjoying the video so far, I advise that you hit the like button. I will appreciate that. So as you can see, I have gone ahead and stitched the fabric. You can see, gone ahead and stitched it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to trim a little bit of the excess fabric we have, and then we fold our pockets. All right, so this is where we use our hemming gum seriously. We play by the side, and then we fold our pockets. The hemming gum helps to hold your whatever you are folding in place. All right, can you see this? So that it doesn't easily open or give you a scattered shape. All right, you still fold this side. All right, you can see this. The next thing, we fold the down part of the pocket, still using our gum. All right. Always remember to use your presser. Okay, so I have it already. The next thing is to fold the up parts. All right, and we are done with this up part. All right. So if I turn to this side now, believe me, our pocket is all set. All right. So if you like what you're seeing, please hit the subscribe button, turn your notification bell on,
so that whenever I drop amazing contents like this, you will be notified. This is a very simple and a standard patch pocket for center wears. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. Thanks, I really appreciate. Thanks for watching.